Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Star Wars Wednesday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with Star Wars, the Black Series number 104 in the old numbering system, Clone Commander Bly. Let's get into it! Let's begin with a look at the packaging, and this I'm pretty sure is the reissue of Commander Bly. On the top, not really anything but a hook and some tape. Star Wars, the Black Series on the front. Nice window showcasing, most of the figure and accessories. And there's a little bit of artwork right there. Clone Commander Bly, assortment numbers. Wording, don't stick things in your pie hole that do not belong there. 4 and up, Hasbro print on the bottom. Small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. And on this side, Clone Commander Bly. And see, you can look at that and tell it's like really old packaging. He's number 104 by the old numbering. Clone Commander Bly, there's the assortment number. And then on the back, Star Wars The Black Series, number 104, Clone Commander Bly. A veteran of many Clone Wars battles, Clone Commander Bly, clone designation CC 5052, served in the 327th Star Corps on such worlds as Quell, Moridin, and Felucia. And there it is again, in some other languages. Attention, especially don't stick this stuff in your French pie hole. Warning, attention, Octoon, don't stick it in any other language pie hole as well. And don't especially give it to babies. Includes figure and 3 accessories. Small fine, legalese made in China print, Disney print, Hasbro print, and that, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers. Helps take a look at some of the smaller stuff. And first up, we have, he comes with a set of the clone pistols. Nothing we haven't seen before. Nice molded details, molded in black plastic. And there are 2 of those. There's that. And then we have his standard issue clone rifle, which is a DC-17, I think. I'm probably not correct. But nice molded details, and again, this is something we've seen since the very first Clone Trooper release in the Black Series. Now let's take a look at the figure himself. And speaking of old original Clone Trooper, I think this is on the original Clone Trooper body. And I could be wrong, but it just seems like that, or at least the arms and the legs are that way. So he does have all kinds of nice paint apps going on, especially here on the helmet and even on the backside of the helmet. And it's chipped and dinged and stuff in places to give it that really battle worn kind of look to it. Looks like it's maybe got a little bit of a wash here on the pauldrons. So that's cool. And then, we've got some paint apps here on the strap, not the stripe. Bleh. And then the stripe going down the arm again, it's got scratches and dings and stuff in it going all the way down to the hand. And same thing on the other side as well. On the back, not a whole lot going on. We do have this nice soft goods comma piece. Paint app here on the belt. Paint apps here on the thighs. At least I say that's a paint app. It may be molded in this color, and then it just has this pay nap here, and that's probably what it is. But you can see, you know, they dirtied him up a little bit to where he's been in battle. He's got some stuff down here and on the top of his feet, along with pay naps that match this and this. So it's a very, very nice looking paint scheme on this clone. So let's talk about his articulation a bit. And it looks like it's a ball and hinge at the neck, and he can look up that high, he can look down that far. He not really have any chicken neck or waggle, and with a little difficulty, not too much, he can do the full Exorcist. Now at the shoulders, again, it is the old, let's say it's the old one. So anyway, this armor piece that's on the outside of the shoulder, it goes up under the torso, and he can raise his arm up that high. And of course, he can spin his arm 360 degrees. He does have a cut at the upper bicep, and it does allow for a full 360 degrees worth of rotation. He does have double hinged, pinned elbows, and this piece does still get in the way just a little bit, but I don't think this is a separate piece. I think this is, you know, this piece is what connects the elbows on this older mold. 360 degrees of rotation at the wrist on an in and out hinge, and woo, man, the thing's loose. And then on this side, 360 degrees, and it's on an up and down, and it's really loose too. I mean, it's not so loose it won't hold position, but it's just easy to move, and I'm not used to that. So he's got a cut in here, and I think it's a dumbbell joint or a ball joint where this top torso piece meets the abdomen, and you know, he gets all kinds of hula going on there. He can lean left and right. He leans back about that far, and then he can crunch forward that far. So not a lot of range of motion in there, but he is wearing armor, and he will rotate 360 degrees there because there is no cut at the waist. At the hips, he can give you that much of the splits. Not surprising with that thigh armor. And then he can kick forward more than 90 degrees, so that's cool. And back as well. And it does, you do have to outswing a little bit with it because of the way that the armor is molded. Double hinged pinned knee, and it gives you that much bend. And then I forgot to say, there is a little bit of swivel there where the leg goes into the armor piece. So there is that, but nothing in the shin. And then at the ankles, doesn't really go down. We'll go up that far, tilt up. And then he does have forward facing pin for rocker. And now he also has these binoculars. I know they call them something different in Star Wars, but they do go down where they are usable. However, there is a gap in between there simply because of how it has to go up on top of his head. Storage. The pistols fit nicely into the holsters there on the side. And then his rifle, he just has to hold. Oh my goodness, a soldier has to hold his rifle. The world's coming to an end. And he does have that nice, he does have that nice up and down hinge on this side. So that helps when you're trying to get some nice posing in. Even on this older mold, it's not bad. It's just that the knees get weak. There you have it, my friends, a look at the figure and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have Star Wars, the Black Series, Clone Commander Bly with his Jedi General. Star Wars, the Black Series, Aayla Secura. And the reissue of Star Wars, the Black Series, Clone Captain Rex. For our last set of comparisons, here we have Star Wars The Black Series, Clone Commander Bly, with from the Marvel Legends series, making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee, from G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander, from Star Wars The Black Series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper, and for a 7-inch scale comparison from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on, I'm guessing, the reissue of Star Wars The Black Series, Clone Commander Bly, I have to say, you know, for this guy to be on probably the oldest Phase 2 clone buck, it's not bad. Some of the range of motion on this is better than some of the newer stuff's range of motion, but you know, still we're dealing with pins in the elbows and the knees. The knees way more concerning because after a while, you know, those knees do tend to bend and warp and not want to stand up straight. At least that's been my experience with it. Yours may be a little different, but overall, I have to say, you know, this guy has a nice look to him. I think they did a really, really good job with the paint on this and giving him that real world kind of feeling that you get out of Star Wars, or at least the classic trilogy was very used, and stuff in the prequels were kind of more shiny than that, but as each movie progressed, you get more and more used look to stuff, I suppose. So you can tell this guy's definitely been out in it, especially in Felucia, when he's shooting Aayla Secura in the back. That wasn't funny. Not nice, guys. But, you know, they couldn't help it. Order 66 and all that bad stuff. Or was it good stuff? I guess it depends on your own point of view. But, again, overall, is a reissue. It's pretty much what I was expecting as far as the sculpt and the articulation, and you know, the paint seemed to be a little bit better than at least what I was expecting. You know, it's got some wash on there on the shoulder pauldrons and just the chipping of the paint on the helmet and the arms and even the feet, and then, you know, it's just kind of just scuffed up looking. And the only thing I think I would improve on this figure, you know, other than, you know, the joints, would be like his micro binoculars that come down. You know, when they come down, there's a gap between the mask and the binoculars. So I would have, rather than just putting that on pins in the head, that, you know, it should be on a slide, where when you slide it down, you can, or when you move it down, then you can slide it back up against the helmet if you need to. But in lore, they may not have done that, but just seems like that would have been the way to go with it. In in my opinion. Your mileage, of course, may vary. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I'm now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.